Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. Where last episode got all the body work done, pretty much stripped it all down, except for a few spots that didn't need it, but 90% of it had to strip down to the metal. Did the body work, primed it, used some more acid on the roof, get all that done. So yeah, it's almost there. Got a little crease right there to fix, and then this side will be done. Epoxy this. Let me open this up. Epoxy this broken piece off. It seems to hold. It was JB Weld plastic epoxy stuff, clear stuff. Just got to fill that hole up, probably just with Bondo, as long as that don't break off. Okay, and then that's pretty much it for that. I think we got to take off this panel here. I think this molding is attached underneath of it. Plus it's got to be stripped down the metal too. So we'll take that off. Should just be these little screws here. And on this side, we got to strip her down and do the body work. Got this quarter panel stripped down, sprayed some rust neutralizer on the bad spots up here, then banged out some dents, dent there, kind of a one that was there. So it's going to need a skim of Bondo there. Started doing this door. Got some rust neutralizer there on the top, and we just got some dings. Okay, so pretty much, and I put some Bondo on the, filled up the screw holes. Gonna put a little bit more Bondo on there, and this wasn't bottom of the quarter. Wasn't rusty or anything, but it was all pooched out because the old rusty tire iron was stuck down in there. It pulled out a while back, so I had to bang it in a little bit. So there'll be some Bondo here, but like I said, there's no rust through it or nothing. A little bit of a ding there. And then just this little rust spot right here, and right there on that corner. We'll have to fix that. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with that door. That door is, it opens and closes good. It's just stuck out way at the bottom here. I'm not sure why. I don't believe these doors are adjustable. They're just welded on hinges. There's no adjustment to them, so not sure what to do about that. Okay, got the roof, a couple of coats of primer on the roof. Okay, so I'll get my DA with 80 grit, and we'll start stripping this down. This fender's not as bad as the other one. The other one had been repainted and a bunch of Bondo on it. This one looks all original. Shouldn't be too bad to sand down. May not have to be stripped down the metal, but it used to have the thick molding on there, so it's got a bunch of bunch of rust crap and stuff. So that ought to be put down the metal. Okay, well, let me get started and I'll be back. Okay guys, got some sad news. The little kitty, there's a mama cat. Nikki killed the little kitty. A few days ago I was working, and I heard the cat screech and Nikki barked or something. And by the time I got over there, the cat got out somehow. But the little kitten had got into Nikki's pen, and I found it later, and it was okay, nothing wrong with it. But this morning I let Nikki out here to do her business, and I didn't think of looking for the kitty being in the way. Nikki doesn't walk around the property or anything anymore. She used to come out and walk all the way around and do her business out there, but lately she's just comes out this front door, stays around this little area here, and then comes back in. Well, I let her out, and she came in a few minutes later with that kitten in her mouth, and it was already dead, and she was chomping on it, like crunching the bones on it. So it was dead, blood on it and everything. So the mama cat was over hiding underneath the avalanche. So I don't know if she's seen the whole thing or what. So I brought the kitty out and laid it down here and let the mama come around and sniff it. She didn't do anything with it. I thought maybe she'd take it away or something. But anyway, I took it out back there and dug a hole and buried it. And I don't know, I guess mama's looking for her. She's been meowing. But anyway, it's sad, but what are you gonna do? I thought the kitty would be smart enough to stay away from Nikki, because it's been kind of running around and jumping. It was jumping up and down on the stool here and up on the fan. It was, you know, could move around pretty good, pretty fast. But I don't know, she just stayed in Nikki's pathway there or whatever and didn't move or run or nothing, I guess. I don't know, I didn't see it. I just, like I said, I just let Nikki outside and I went back inside. I was doing something. Anyway, it's sad, guys. Just figure I'd give you an update, because people will be wanting to know about the kitty. But I'm sure this mama cat will get pregnant again. She's already been pregnant a few times. Anyway, just thought I'd give you an update. Oh, there's mama there. She's looking. Sorry, mama cat. Sorry, mama cat. She's looking for the kitty. Okay, guys, mixing up a little body filler. I'll do a little sanding and stripping and come back when this is dry, and so you kind of gotta do this Bondo work. Like, you can't just sit around waiting for it to dry to sand it. You gotta be doing other stuff. So that's why we're putting it on now. That way, I don't think I mixed up enough. Let me. We got one here too. We'll have to give her a couple of skims anyway, but we'll get some on there to fill the main part of it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna mix up some more and a little bit more on here in those two dents. Then I'll get to sanding some more. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, next step I do is use the cheese grater body file and break her down a little bit. This is actually the second coat on here, but just break it down a little bit, save you sandpaper and time trying to sand it smooth. Oh, my cat. Okay, we do some of that, and then we're gonna we'll buzz it down with the DA like this here. Went over it with 80 grit, and then we'll block it. So yeah, I got this area stripped. Still got things there, so I'll be back. Okay, guys, got a DA sander with some 80 grit, and you want to buzz it down a little bit. Not a very good to use piece, but you get the hint. You just want to buzz it down a little bit, and then use a block with 80. Block it like this until it's smooth, and then if it feels a little off, just put one more skim over top, and then sand it down. I'll be back. Okay, guys, most of the time I would use a guide coat, some cheap black spray paint, to just a light coat over it, and then you block it down and look for pinholes and scratches and stuff like that. But I remember this subscriber, I don't know who it was, it's been a while, sent me this thing here from, it just says from Blackjack Guide Coat and Tool Company. Okay, so this is the label that was on here, and it's like a black powder, and this is the applicator. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's just a cover to cover it when you're done. So let's just give this a shot. So it says to put it on there and invert it. Well, not exactly sure how that's supposed to. I don't know, guys. Doesn't look like it'll work. Whatever the hell it is. Just a black powder. Put it like that, maybe. Go like that with it. I don't know. You're supposed to wet it first or something? I don't know. I don't know. We spread some on there. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's black, I guess. I do got a bunch of stuff in this plastic deal here. Anyway, let me put some on, see what it looks like. I'll be back. Okay, guys, there it is. It seemed to work better on the top surfaces, like this deck lid. We can try it, but see what this has, it has to be sanded with 180 and then reprimed, and then it just needs to be scuffed and painted. So, yeah, we can try it here. Go over this way. I guess it shouldn't clog up the sandpaper being powder like paint would. See the scratches and stuff there? That's what you want to get out. Keep sanding until they're gone. And if they don't disappear, that's where you use spot putty. Yeah, I guess it'll work. Okay, so got almost pretty much all the Bondo work done on here that I can see so far. Blocked it all out with 80 grit bottom. We're just going to block it with 180, just the same stuff I'm using here, and block it down real good like that, and then we'll get some 180 on the DA and go over and feather in all this, sand all this area, and same with that. I just haven't got that area of the door or fender yet. Sanded this down, it's got all that ingrained rust. It's a weird uppity thing right there. I don't know if I should use some acid on that, or got a dent right there. But anyway, let me block this down with 180. DA the areas with 180, and then start doing this fender. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got just about this side ready to go, except for that fender and that rust hole there. Got it mostly all slicked up with 180. A little Bondo in that hole there. A couple little Bondo spots here. Okay, I just wanted to show you how to take off this front, I can't think of the name of it right now. It goes across there. You just take off 4 screws, but you leave the wiper squirter things on there, so don't undo them. Just disconnect the rubber, the little rubber here from them. And then you take off the 4 screws, take that and slide it out. It slides underneath this chrome, and you got to take that out to get this chrome off, because we got to kind of take that off to strip it and everything anyway. So those were 1/4 inch, and then these are 7. So you just take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and they'll come off. These ones here are a little bit more trickier because they got a weird little clamp in there that's got to go in just at the right angle. It's kind of hard to explain it, but maybe I'll do it when I put it back on. But we got to take this off. I think I'm going to get a windshield. I just haven't gone down to the place to order one yet, or see if they'll. I'm sure they'll have one. So yeah, let me get this chrome off, and you can see all the shit in here. Pull all that out of there, and then we're going to change taillights. Somebody sent me a set of taillights, so I'll be back with that. Okay, guys. Like I said, most people didn't mind these because, you know, they work and they're cheaper than buying factory taillight assemblies, lens, bezel, and back housing. You know, don't forget, somebody posted, oh, you can get Caprice for 49 bucks. Yeah, just the lenses, just the lenses. Just like these, you can get just the lenses, but I need more than that. I need the housing to mount it, and the housing to mount it, and the bezel front to secure it. So lenses ain't gonna do no good. Okay, so a subscriber, he emailed me with Chris Blevins or something, but this note here says, we both love your channel so much we wanted to contribute to the Nova every Friday. Maggie says, hurry, I want to see what Lee does next, from Bobby and Maggie. I don't know who Maggie is, whether it's his dog or wife or what. But Bobby and Maggie or Chris Blevins or whoever, thanks for these. He emailed me with, he found these on Amazon. Now, I don't really shop on Amazon. Because eBay usually has everything, but eBay didn't have these. But the problem is, it's about a 1/2 inch too long or wide, whatever you want to say. The length is okay, but the top is going to hit. Close this here. You got to have it right below the deck lid, maybe just a little bit below there too. See, so it's going to get into it's going to drop below here. But you know what? I think I'm going to mount it anyway. Except them screw holes there at the bottom are going to mount into the plastic, whereas these ones will go into the metal. Unless I trimmed them. But I don't know. I don't really want to. I won't be able to get it perfectly straight. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll just mount them in there. It doesn't matter if water gets in there. Water ain't gonna do nothing. Those wires are already siliconed in there. And once I drill some holes, I have to drill 3 holes for them wires. I'll put silicone in from the back. And it'll be waterproof. So yeah, I think we'll put them on there. Yeah, they kind of look like Nova lights. So yeah, we'll put them on there. We'll just have to drill just a little bit below that deck lid, probably about that wire's width. Make sure this closes the same too. And mount them in there, because they will look better. And it's kind of weird, because all these white, it's got it all marked here, what, I don't know if you can read it, white ground, black tail light, red brake light. And then for the reverse light, it's white ground and blue reverse light. So yeah, white's the ground, so I have to remember that. So it doesn't look too hard. So anyway, let me take these ones out, and we'll just save them for a trailer or another car or something, and then drill 3 holes, get the wires in there, and then mount. I don't know if it came with screws or not. Oh, it's got screws on the end. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 screws, and we'll mount them in there. And it'll be dark by that time. The sun's already gone down, and we'll turn on the lights and see what happens. Let's see if oh, it did come with screws. Okay. Yeah, they were, anyway guys, they were 79 bucks. He sent me a link to them, and I looked and I said, yeah, but 79 bucks is a little pricey, and there was no dimensions of what the dimensions were on it, but he found it. And I said, yeah, it's a 1/2 inch too. But I'll see what I can do to make it fit. So yeah, we'll make it fit. Yeah, so it's got the screws on the side there. It'll be on there pretty secure. So I think we'll do it. Okay, let me put them on and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got this one on there. So what do you think? Look better? These ones are a lot brighter. They're gonna friggin' blind somebody, but yeah, I think that's it. And just try the signals out, see if the still flashes fast. And yeah, I know guys about the flashers. Like I said, I just tried all mine that I had, and if they didn't work, then yeah, I would look for a LED compatible grounded flasher, whatever, but I think this is good enough. For some reason this one looks brighter than that one, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty damn bright, but I guess it's legal. Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, it even came with gaskets too. After I mounted it, I pulled them out and these were at the bottom. So pulled it back up, put that gasket in there. So yeah, it's sealed up pretty good. I don't have to use no silicone or nothing. And I just put in these screws. I left the bottom ones out. Okay, so let me use my solder connections. I've showed you them before, but the where are they? These things here I get off eBay. Put the wires in, heat it up with a heat gun, melts the solder. So solder up them connections real good, and they'll basically be permanently in there. I'm not going to take them in and out any more times. So yeah, let me solder up them connections there, do the other side, and I'll be back. Okay guys, there they are. It all works. Got them all soldered in there. I'm going to put them up like the other side there. Put a little black tape over them just in case, and stick them up in there like that. So yeah, I think that's it. Well, thanks for the taillights. If anybody else wants to contribute to the build, we got a P.O. box in the description. Need trunk rubber. Still not sure what to do about that. If somebody wants to buy that. Steering wheel and a horn kit. I don't even know if the horn, oh, the horn does work in this. Okay. I don't know. I just may buy a steering wheel cover, but if anybody feels. And this steering column is, it's got the wiper here and here. It's supposed to just be there. So somebody's put in a later model steering column, and it's not even tilt. I mean, if you want to put in a newer column, put in a tilt one, but anyway. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do, finish off that side, get it ready to prime, and block down this as much as we can, and reprime it. And I think that'll be it for the video. And then the next video will be sanding the whole thing down with like 320/400 grit and painting it. So stay tuned for that. Okay guys, well, let me know if you think these taillights look a lot better. I certainly think they do. I mean, they're awful bright though, really bright. But they must be legal. They say DOT on it. Do they seem bright now to look at it dead on? Well, I'll turn them off there so it, they're turn the four ways off anyway. stand back here and yeah, I think it looks much better. Looks more factory Nova looking lights. Yeah, 79 bucks. I don't know what Amazon is, whether it's free shipping, probably is. So yeah, I'll have to remember to look on Amazon now if I can't find anything on eBay. Okay, guys. Another one is a few people mentioned putting the truck bed liner spray on for a headliner instead of, or the vinyl top instead of a vinyl top. Thing is, I don't have the chrome. I don't have the chrome that goes across there to split it. I'm not just going to make a line from flat black to. That's why the whole reason I'm not doing a vinyl top is because I don't have the chrome. It's missing. Somebody took it off and threw it away. And now that I took off all this chrome and stuff here, I'm not putting that back on. So there's no use of spraying and making it look like a vinyl top again. It's just going all flat black. Okay, so anyway, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll try to wrap this up so I can get the video out. On Monday. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, guys, next day. Okay, I'm going to cut a couple of pieces of metal here, and when I was doing the acid on the roof, I dabbed a little bit in here. Even though it doesn't look like it, it should stop the rust in there. So I'm going to cut a little piece of metal there and right here and weld them in there. Probably grind that out a little bit and go down here or something. Looks like that's what's soldered in by the factory. Anyway, I'm going to patch them, and I think that's about it. I started sanding down here and tapping it. You know, the other bottom of the fender was rusted. This one's got a couple of rust holes here, but I think I'm just going to fill that in with Dynaglass. I was banging it out, got some rust out of it, but yeah, she's all packed in through the bottom there. It should be, you know, if this was in car was worth more, I'd have these fenders off and clean all underneath there and 415 it and all that stuff, but like I keep saying, it's just a cheap car. It's just not worth doing a lot of work to. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try to get this all in primer today, fix some rust holes, a few little Bondo spots, put a little Bondo here, a couple of door dings there, strip this fender down, strip the cowl down, fix these few little Bondo spots there, put in some Bondo here, and just get it all ready to prime it all up. And then like I said, next video we'll guide coat this side and start blocking her down to reprime, and hopefully on this video get this part of the quarter panel blocked down, and I'll block as much as I can here and reprime this area. But if I don't get that done, next video we're definitely gonna have it all sanded, reprimed, sanded again, and painted. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I put a patch here, and then I cut a piece there. So that's all welded in, ground down, and just gonna put a little Dynaglass there and underneath that fender. I'll be back. Okay guys, got everything fixed, sanded, ready to prime. Went ahead and fixed some dents on the fender. Still got, I got some pinholes and stuff, but I want to get it in prime. It's fixing to get dark. It's kind of a, I don't know how a plastic gets a dent, but it's got a deal right there. But anyway, it's ready to prime. I'm gonna prime the edge of this hood, this fender area here, and I blocked all this quarter panel out on this panel. So we're going to prime all that. Then this area here will be just ready to scuff and paint. Okay, had a few questions of what primer I'm using. I've been switching primers a bit. I always use the 2K primer, which means it's got the separate activator. There's just a little bit left in this speed coat. I think it was about 108 bucks for this, but I was going to buy some more because I was about out. Then I found this stuff here, Platinum Prime. And it's got the activator, and it was like $84 or something. So that's a white paint for the van, for the jams. So yeah, I don't use the cheap primer surfacer that doesn't have hardener, and I don't use the high dollar Evercoat stuff there, polyester that's 200 bucks a gallon. I don't have cars that are worth putting $200 primer on. And that Evercoat stuff, I was watching Pole Barn Garage. I don't know how many gallons he used on that. He used 2 gallons before he painted it, but he did bodywork and prime before that a month ago, I think he said. So he probably used 3-4 gallons of that stuff. He said he was using $2,000 worth of materials, and I don't have, I don't have cars. I couldn't spend $2,000 worth of materials on this car. There's no way. I may end up using a gallon, so let's just say 100 bucks, and 100 bucks worth of paper, tape, sandpaper, and then $115 for paint. Let's say 300 bucks. That's usually what it runs. It's about 300 bucks worth of body materials, primer, and paint. That's it. I can't spend no $2 grand on a cheap car like this. Pole Barn Garage's Pontiac is worth it, although he said he's got 11 grand in it, but, or no, 12 grand in it. But yeah, we can't put no 12 grand or nothing into these cheap. This is just a cheap, extreme budget build car. So yeah, spend 300 bucks and a week or two's worth of labor. So it's all slicked out except for, dent wise, except for the trunk, which I don't think there's really much on there, except for the roof. I think there's a few little things there's a little dent there, and there's a lot of dents. I don't know, you could probably see them on that hood, and we're not fixing that. So if somebody wants to bring it to the next step, they're going to replace that hood. I'm not spending days straightening and blocking and grinding and all that on that hood. I spent some time with the acid stripping her down to the metal so it's not going to rust through. But yeah, it's just too bad this car just ain't worth any more money than it is, so I'm not going to take a loss on it. So okay, so we put some wheel covers on here, and we'll get this side primed and all these other areas. I still got to strip this, but let's at least get some primer on it, make it look like something. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I just put one coat on there. Used up what I had left of that first primer. Fixing to open the new can and put a second coat on here. And I put a little bit of prime that in this area here. So need second coat on that, and put 2 coats on this quarter panel. And then we'll start to sand it down and paint it next video. Yeah, so next video we'll sand her all down 320 400 grit, and should be able to get her painted in a few days. prepped and painted, so we look forward to that. Okay, well, I guess that's about it then. I think we can mix up some more primer, put another coat on there, and then we'll go inside. Nikki, you about ready to go in the house? Killer? Killer? Are you a killer? Nikki's a killer. Nikki's a killer. Nikki the killer dog. Yeah, see, what happened, if you've been following along, I throw some old stale bread and stuff out here for the cat. And got a family of raccoons. Sometimes I see 3, sometimes 2. And they'll come out there and try to snag that. Well, I had it on video, but it was dark. I don't know if any of y'all seen it. But anyway, when Nikki comes out here, she can smell them, even if they're not there. She'll sniff around and stuff. Well, a few days before she killed the cat, she come out here, and she come straight over here, and her hair standing up, and then she actually barked, and she was sniffing in there, and then she jumped back. You know, she's like sniffing in, and then jumped back a little bit, and then went back in. I thought, what the hell? And then she moved over here. Just as she turned her back and came over here, a friggin' armadillo was right here, and came out and shot off there. So she sensed that armadillo was right there, still there. See, and then it was like a day or 2 later, she killed the cat. So she was in that mood of knowing something was out there and all that stuff. So anyway, it's sad the little kitten's gone, but anyway, that shit happens. Okay, guys, well, subscribe if you haven't. Like I said, we'll be back next time. We'll paint all this flat black. I did buy new weather stripping for the doors. So if anybody wants to buy the trunk weather stripping, don't buy the door. Just the. I haven't bought the trunk 'cause it was like $50, and I was like, nah, that's no. Last time I bought some stuff was like $20, $25, and 50 was just too much. But for right now, anyway. And it's there. It just looks shitty. But yeah, if anybody wants to buy that for me or whatever, steering wheel. And then, but anyway, we won't get too far ahead. I may do a little bit more work to it. It is Saturday now. I'm going to try to get this so it's out Monday, as long as my satellite don't go out, because it takes about 2 days for it. So it'll probably be just uploaded by Monday when I usually put out the videos. So if something happens, it'll be Tuesday. But anyway, we're shooting for Monday, and then by next Friday we'll have it all painted and all that stuff. So next Friday's video, we'll have her all painted and figure out what we want. Oh, so anyway, today's Saturday. On Monday, I'm gonna go down to the wrecking yard that I can order a new windshield from, and see if they can get me a windshield. And usually it's the next day, so if they can get it to me Tuesday or even Wednesday, then I can put that in. We'll add that in next video too. So anyway, that's it, guys. Like, share, comment, all that stuff, supposed to help out the algorithm. And we'll see y'all next video. And thanks everybody for watching. Let me know what you think about them new taillights, and thanks again to the Bobby and Maggie there for sending it. Okay, we'll see y'all later.